Hey guys, very quickly we're going to focus on your phylum Nematoda. Oh yes, the phylum is called Phylum Nematoda, and examples that we now have under the Nematoda, they are the words nematodes. So we're going to look at nematodes in details one after the other. I'm sure you are shocked and you are surprised. This worm that is in this person's leg, what is it? That's your guinea worm, popularly called your Druncuculus medinensis. As we proceed in this class, we're going to look at every singular one of them. And this is our lesson 5. In case you have not watched lesson 1 and 4, bro, go watch them first. Okay, what should we know? What are nematodes? Let's start from their definition very quickly. Just go straight and tell us the definition for nematodes. Nematodes are elongated. What are they? Elongated. Are they short or they are long? They are long. That's why we say they are elongated. Number 2, they are rounded in their transverse diameter or section. So their transverse diameter or their transverse section, you can see from here like this down to this point. If you watch, this is the transverse diameter, right? So it's just like something is round like this. If you are looking at the transverse diameter, what happened to it? They are round in their transverse diameter or section. And number 3, they are cylindrical in shape. They are what? Cylindrical in shape. These are the 3 things you must hold tight. Nematode are what? Elongated. Number 2, they are round in their transverse diameter or section. Number 3, they are cylindrical in shape. Close your eyes. Here now for me. So what are nematodes? Nematodes are what? Elongated, rounded in their transverse diameter or section, and what? Cylindrical in shape. If you get it very quickly, sir, what should I remember so that I'll never forget the definition of nematode? Just remember this for me. ETC. What is ETC? We say nematodes are what? Elongated. E for elongated. What happened to their transverse diameter? They are round in their transverse diameter or section, and what? Cylindrical in what shape? ETC. Close your eyes. What are nematodes for the last time? Nematodes are what? Elongated, rounded in their what? Transverse diameter or what? Section, and cylindrical in shape. So you see that is very simple. That's all. And you're out of there. If you get that, answer this Jamb past question for me. Jamb 1990 question 4. Jamb brought this lovely sweet question that says, what is the shape of nematodes? What are their shapes? Option A say they are flat and what? Segmented. Hold on. Flatworms are platyhemites, but flatworms are not segmented. Segmented or ringworm animals are the annelids. So you see, that's not nematode. Never. Option B says they are elongated and cylindrical. Always remember your ETC for your nematode. We say nematodes are what? Elongated, rounded in their transverse diameter or section, and what? Cylindrical in shape. So option B is making sense. Elongated and cylindrical. Oh yes. And then option C says they are spherical. No. Option D says they are flattened. No. What is the answer? Option B is the correct answer. They are elongated as well as what? Cylindrical. For the last time, what are nematodes? Nematodes are elongated, right? Rounded in their transverse diameter or section. Now, hold on. What happened to their transverse diameter or section? We said that they are what? They are rounded, right? In their transverse diameter or section. Because they are round in their transverse diameter or section, we call them what? Roundworms. Another name for your roundworms. What are they? They are the nematodes. So your nematodes are popularly called your roundworms. Why do we call them roundworms? Because they are round in their transverse diameter or section. Because they are round in their transverse diameter or section, what do we call them? They are called your roundworms. Come, please. Your platyhemites, what do you call them? Flatworms. Flatworms. Your nematodes are the what? Roundworms. Annelids are the segmented or the ringworm animals. If you forget anyone, you go hear out from my hand. Okay. If you understand this very quickly, really, bro, what are the characteristics of nematodes? Hold on a bit. The complete series of classes, right, as far as your syllabus is concerned regarding your Jamb and Waec, everything has been covered in details for you in the LearnLifts app. And guess what? The sweet part is that you have access to your CBT, right? You have access to your video lessons. You have access to your notes. You have access to your past questions. Everything from the beginning to the end is directly in the LearnLifts app for you. So all you have to do is just mark down to Play Store or App Store and download the LearnLift app where you follow all your classes from the beginning to the end. A quick one before we move. Let's get back to class. Enjoy. So when you see a nematode, what should you look out for? Say, Kai, I don't catch you. You are nematode. I'll give you 5 powerful characteristics of nematode. How many? 5 of them. Let's go. Number 1 is their body structure. Oh yes. What is it about their body structure that makes them nematode? Under body structure, they are soft, cylindrical, and they are slender bodies. So they are not huge. No, they are soft, they are cylindrical, and they have what? Slender body. The most important thing, please, nematodes, their bodies, they are pointed at both ends. Now this one, I ain't giddy gone. They are what? Pointed. You see the end, their end, right? What happened is that they are kind of like pointed. They are forming something that is kind of like pointed. Are you getting it now? They are pointed when you see their end, and you see this kind of point stuff in those kind of worms. What are they? Nematode. They are pointed at both ends. Not anterior end alone or posterior end alone. Both the anterior and the posterior end, they are what? Pointed. Another important thing is that they have unsegmented body. Are they segmented? No. The ones that are the segmented or the ringworm animals, what did I say they are called? They are the annelids. But nematode are what? Unsegmented. And because they are unsegmented, that is what distinguishes them from your annelids. Because annelids are segmented worms. Does it make sense? Okay, come. Answer this question for me. Jamb 1997 question 6. You see that everything I'm telling you, everything is backed up with past questions. In 1997 question 6, Jamb brought these questions. Annelids, they differ from nematode in that they, if you read the question like this, I don't know why some students are kind of confused. The problem first is your use of English. Your use of English bad. That's why some people are confused. Annelids differ from nematode in that they, what does it imply? They are telling you that in that they, it means that annelids here, they are different from nematode because annelids themselves are what? Does it make sense? Option A say annelids themselves exhibit bilateral symmetry. Come. Annelids are bilaterally symmetrical. That's true. Nematodes are also bilaterally symmetrical. In fact, platyhermites, they are bilaterally symmetrical. She'll say it's here now. Option B says annelids, they are triploblastic. Yes, annelids are triploblastic. Triploblasticity started from where? Platyhermites. Platyhermites, which are the flatworm, are triploblastic. Oh, you remember your PPCP namea. That's your 2PC namea. That's your PPCP namea. What do we have it to be? Your protozoas, your poriferas, your coelenteratas, right? Oh yes. So after coelentrates, you now come down to this other area. Your platyhermites, they are what? They are triploblastic. Your coelentrates, which are the Schneiderians, are they triploblastic or they are diploblastic? They are diploblastic. Your platyhermites are triploblastic. Nematode triploblastic. Annelids triploblastic. Does it make sense? Just like that first. Now, they said that annelids are triploblastic. Is that true? Yes, annelids are triploblastic. Option C says they are metamerically segmented. Annelids, they are different from nematode because annelids are metamerically segmented. Oh yes, but your nematodes, they are not segmented. They are not metamerically segmented. Do you see it now? That this guy is telling us categorically that the ones that are metamerically segmented are the annelids, but the nematodes are not metamerically segmented. That's what I just told you, that nematodes are not segmented. Does it make sense? And then option D says they possess complete digestive system. Now listen, in fact, your nematode, they have their complete digestive system. Annelids also have their complete digestive system. So that cannot be a strong point. So what is the correct answer there? Option C is looking like the answer. So what was the correct answer there? Of course, you don't need anybody to come and tell you. The correct answer there, of course, is the what? Metamerically what? Segmented. Option C is the answer. Why? Annelids are the ones that are metamerically segmented. Nematodes are not segmented. So yeah, let's go very quickly. Please, how do I differentiate a male nematode from a female nematode? It's always a question of debate. Listen. Your male nematode, they are smaller. So if you see two worms, one is small, the other one is large. Which one is the small one? Nematodes. The male nematode are the smaller ones. They are smaller with a curved posterior tail. Look at it now. One of these posterior tail here is curved, the other one is straight. Which one is curved? This guy that is curved here is the male. You don't need any soothsayer to come and tell you. The one that is curved, the males, they are smaller with a curved posterior tail. You just see curved posterior tail, that's the male. Females, they are larger with a straight posterior end. So these ones now are the what? Female. Female, are they large? Yes, very large. Male, they are what? Smaller with a what? A curved posterior tail. Females are larger with a straight posterior end. That's the major difference between your male your male nematode and your female nematode. That means their sexes, are they separate? Yes, male is different from female. Their sexes for nematode, they are totally and completely separate. Unlike in your platyhemites, that some of them are hermaphroditic. Their sexes are not separate there. If you understand that very quickly with me, what is the second distinguishing character? Yeah, let's go. Number 2 is symmetry. What is the symmetry of your nematodes? Nematodes are bilaterally symmetrical. You don't need anybody to come and tell you again. They exhibit bilateral symmetry, meaning that their body can be divided into 2 equal halves or identical halves along a single plane. Are they radially symmetrical or they are bilaterally symmetrical? Bilaterally symmetrical. Bilaterally symmetrical. Bilaterally symmetrical. Does it make sense? If you watch your colectrids, like your hydra, they are the ones that have your radial symmetry, right? But all others have been coming, they have bilateral symmetry. Most importantly, answer this past question for me very quickly. So when it comes to creating an account, right? This is the interface of the app that you can see. You can see create account and you can also see login. Now, what you do is this: as a new user, I don't have an account yet, so you don't need to go and log in. You go and create an account as a new user. Click on that create account button. Once you click on it, the next thing is put your phone number. Place in your phone number. You can see +234, then put your phone number, whatever your phone number is. If you don't have phone, you can use your mommy's phone number and put it there, right? Or your daddy's phone number. Use it, and then you can proceed and create the account. So let's go. So once you create the account, you have put in your phone number. What happened? Put your name, your correct phone number, please. Put your name. If your name is John, what do you fill in there? John. And then your last name, Frank. Fill in John Frank. And what's your email address? Okay, if your email address is johnfrank3@gmail.com, you fill it there. And then your password, very important. You create your own password, 6 digits. You can use your phone number, the first 6 digits of your phone number, or the last 6 digits of your phone number. Or you can, since your name is John Frank, you can say, my password name is John, right? John 123. And then you go and repeat the same thing, confirm password. What will you type there? Your John what? 123. You can decide to view it to yes and then see whether you are doing the same thing, whether what you are doing is correct, right? All you have to do is just click the I button there and then you view it. And then come to select education. You are preparing for Jamb or Waec. In select education, there are 4 plans there. University, that's for people that are in university. Probably 100 level, 200 level, right? Yes, their classes are also there. Secondary, for those in secondary school, primary. But for Jamb and Waec, click Waec Jamb Utme, right? As the select education. Select level. You are not preparing for Utme, you are preparing for Jamb and Waec, right? Okay, click on the Jamb and Waec. And then create your account. 2 seconds. Plus, you don't enter. It will load and then it will open for you. And it will tell you, welcome, John, right? Your classes are now ready. What do? Start learning. Answer this past question for me very quickly. Waec 2014 question 2. The question here says, which of the following is a characteristic of nematodes? Option A, segmented worms. Wrong. Annelids are the segmented worms. Option B say radial symmetry. Radial symmetry. Wrong. Which one have radial symmetry? Your colentrids, which are the Schneiderians, they have radial symmetry. In fact, as we move down to echinodermata, right? I'll tell you the aspect of echinoderms that have radial symmetry. Adult form of echinoderms have radial symmetry, but their larval stage are bilaterally symmetrical in your echinoderms. That's just the major thing that brings radial symmetry into it there. Option C says Your nematodes are bilaterally symmetrical. You are correct. Bilateral symmetry. Yes, that's true. Option D is presence of wings. Ha ha ha. They play. Which ones have wings? You have entered your insecta. Are you getting it now? Insecta. So what is the correct answer there? Option C, bilateral symmetry, is the what answer. If you understand that, another distinguishing feature of your nematode or their characteristic feature, which is number 3, is alimentary canal. Oh yes. Alimentary canal is talking about in terms of their digestive system. What type of digestive system do they have? They possess a complete digestive system. Complete. Why are they complete? Because they have mouth and anus. If you have mouth and anus, you have complete digestive system there. Mouth there, anus there. That means you have 2 openings now, complete. Now look up. Bat is a mammal, right? Oh yes. When we get to your vertebrates, I'll talk about your bat, which are your mammals, and then explain some certain things there. Your bat, they only have 1 opening, which is the mouth. They eat through the mouth, and they also excrete through their mouth. Yes, that's what happened to them. They eat through their mouth. They also excrete through their mouth. Human being, it's not like that. You have mouth, you have anus, right? Complete digestive system. Nematodes have complete digestive system, even if it is not well developed like that, but it is complete because they have mouth and what? Anus. Another thing you must know, number 4, is their body cavity. Sapita. This one is one of the major distinguishing feature of nematode, body cavity. Come. In your 2 Principinamea, which is your Principinamea, I will keep saying this until it sinks into you. Your protozoas, your porifera, your colenterata, your platyemite, your nematoda, annelida, mollusca, arthropoda, and what? Echinodermata. Come. In terms of body cavity, I'll beg you. You see all these ones like this, all these first 4. Protozoa, porifera, your colenterata, your platyemites. What is their body cavity? A coelomate. So they are a coelomata because they have no body cavity. Nematode have body cavity. But what type of body cavity do they have? They have what is called your first body cavity. What do they have? First body cavity. Come on, first body cavity. Because nematode have first body cavity, they are called your what? Your pseudocoelomates. What do we call them? Pseudo. The word pseudo, it means false. Coelomate is talking about what? Body cavity. So if they are pseudocoelomates, do they have true body cavity or false body cavity? False body cavity. Again, what type of body cavity do you see in your nematode? They have false body cavity, pseudocoelomate, because they contain your pseudocoelomic fluid. So the presence of your pseudocoelomic fluid in nematode is what makes them to have your what? Your first body cavity. That means they are not fully lined with what? Mesoderm. Oh yes, their body cavity is not fully lined with what? Mesoderm. Hence, they have what? First body cavity. Does it make sense? Aside nematode, all others from annelids upwards, they have true body cavity. Please, your protozoa, your porifera, your colenterata, your platyemites, what do they have? They have no body cavity. They are coelomates. Your nematodes is the distinguishing landmark there. They have first body cavity, and hence they are termed as what? Your pseudocoelomates, because they have pseudocoelomic fluid, and as a result, their body cavity is not lined with what? Mesoderm. Your annelids, molluscas, arthropodas, echinodermata, what do they have? They have true body cavity, and their true body cavity is called your what? Your coelom. So they are coelomate organisms. Does it make sense? If you get that one, answer this question fast as it is hot. Jamb 2018 question 3. The question says, what type of body cavity do nematodes have? Nematode, that's the distinguishing landmark there. First body cavity. Option A, coelomates. That's not true. Wrong. Option B says pseudocoelomates. That's first body cavity. Option C says a coelomate. No body cavities, a coelomate. That's not true. Which ones are a coelomate? Your protozoas, your porifera, your colenterata, your platyemites. The first what there? 4. And then option D says fully lined with mesodermal cavity. Anything that makes you to have your mesoderm, it means you have true body cavity, because it is the presence or the absence of mesoderm that distinguish where you're going to fall under. Does it make sense now? So if it makes sense, what type of body cavity do nematode now have? They have what? Your first body cavity, which are the what? Pseudocoelomates. Option what? B is the correct answer. Does it make sense? Now that you have created your account, right, for you to start learning, what do? Okay, you can see that your use of English is there, mathematics is there, biology is there, physics is there, chemistry is there. Your classes are organized, they are all there for you, right? What do? Okay, I want to start learning biology. So click on the biology, immediately you click on it, living organisms, that's chapter 1, right? Oh yes, that's strictly to your JAMB syllabus. And what happened? Let's say, for example, you want to watch your class on cell and probably cell structure, right? What happens is that you click on it. Immediately you click on it, you see all the classes will display history of cell, types of cells, cell organelles, and all of that. Okay, sir, I want to watch history of cells. You click on the history of cell immediately. Hello, friends. Your class will start playing for you. It will start playing for you easy and direct. And what happened? You can even choose to make it full screen, right? Make it full screen. What happens? You are started learning and you are enjoying your classes. In fact, you may choose to say, okay, I want to download my classes. In fact, you can fast forward, you can take it backwards, you can pause, you can rewind, anyone you want to do. You can even say, oh, sir, I want to download my classes, right? Probably you use NightSub just to click on download buttons. When you click on download button, you see the download. Before you know what will happen, the download will start loading. As it start loading, you can see it is moving. And then it's enter your phone. Are you getting it now? You can now go and start watching your downloaded classes. You can download as many classes as possible as you want to download. Now, you can even choose to say, okay, sir, that's the notes underneath it. It's the same thing for everything. I want to download my notes. All you have to do is click on the download for your notes. Before you know what is happening, it has entered your phone. You may choose to come to the notes, right? Under the characteristics of living things, let me open the notes and read the notes and go through the past questions. So you see, well organized and structured notes, direct to the points, focusing on your syllabus for you. There are past questions for you in abundance. You see, you have your past questions here. You can choose to say, okay, I want to zoom it in, right? And then the same thing for all subjects. And you are following. The answers are there. Number 1 answer is B. Why is the answer B? It is explained for you in details. Every singular thing. And then you are following your classes. You are done with that. You come to the next. You see your notes. Everything structured and organized to the core. In fact, at the end of the day, there is a blow kiss for you. You have done well. Get out. You too much. Everything is structured and organized for you in the app, right? And you can now choose to say, okay, sir, what about chemistry classes or physics classes? You can do same. Use of English, all of them, they are there. When you click on your chemistry classes, what happens? Separation of mixtures and purification. All of them are in line with your JAMB syllabus. Chemical combination, right? It just goes straight. You see, chapter 1 alone has 39 videos. 39. You sit yourself down, and you start learning. And you are following all of them one after the order. Does it make sense? Are you with me? When you want to access your download classes, all you have to do is just scroll down right on your home interface. Go to your access your download classes. Start now. You start. You see them, right? In fact, you may even choose to go and practice CBT, right, or past question. Let's say, for example, I go to my CBT, the one that has to do with my my biology. Then I want to take all the questions on that cell, probably your Waec cell or the JAMB question on it, right? Just to click on it. So you see, all the questions are there. There are 40 questions there for you already. All of them on that cell. What happened? Which of the following cell inclusion can destroy other cell organelles? Probably you now say, oh, some answer is lysosomal. You choose it, you go to next like that. At the end of the day, you see your answer, see your corrections. All of these things are in the LearnLift app directly for you. Are you with me? So as far as your JAMB 2025 is concerned, my dear, you don't have an excuse whatsoever to have anything less than 300. Are you with me? All your classes are available for you. All you have to do, start learning now.
Download the LearnLift app now.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Another important thing I'd like you to know is their lifestyle. Oh yes, what's the lifestyle of your nematode? Very quickly, don't forget. The majority of them are parasitic. Oh yes, that means they live inside their host and they will cause various diseases. Because they are parasitic and they live inside the body of their host, they are going to cause a lot of diseases. Yes, and because they cause diseases, not all of them anyway, there are some that are free living. Oh yes, Same way we just looked in platyhermites, that we said that the platyhermite that is free living are the planarians, right? Yes. Which ones do your nematodes also have the ones that are free living? Yes, they have a popular member that is what? Free living in them. And you see that in your soil or fresh water, or some of them even in your what? Your marine what? Environment. If you get this very quickly with me, bro, guess what? That is everything about nematodes you should know. What are the examples of nematodes? Very important. In the examples of nematodes you're supposed to know, I'm going to give you a total of about 7 or 8 of them. Are you ready to go with me? You just learn them with me, and then you close your eyes and you tell me all of them back to back. Number 1, Ascaris lumbricoids. Ascaris lumbricoids. Ascaris lumbricoids. Come on, as I'm saying it, be pronouncing it with me. These are the exam questions that Jamb don't play with. They keep revolving around them. Ascaris lumbricoids. Ascaris lumbricoids. Ascaris lumbricoids. Ascaris lumbricoids. Jancuculus medinensis. Jancuculus. Pronounce her now. Jancuculus medinensis. Jancuculus medinensis. Jancuculus medinensis. Ascaris lumbricoids. Ascaris lumbricoids. Jancuculus medinensis. Jancuculus medinensis. Enterobius vermicularis. Enterobius vermicularis, Enterobius vermicularis, Enterobius vermicularis, Ascaris lumbricoids, Ascaris lumbricoids, Jancuculus medinensis, Jancuculus medinensis, Enterobius vermicularis, Enterobius vermicularis, Encyclostoma duodenale. Oh yeah, number 4 is what? Encyclostoma duodenale, Encyclostoma duodenale, Encyclostoma duodenale, Encyclostoma duodenale. Are you with me? After that, you now have what is called lawo. Some people like calling it lower, but it is what? Lawo. Come on, lawo. Ascaris lumbricoids, Jancuculus medinensis, Enterobius vermicularis, Encyclostoma duodenale, lawo. Oncoseca volus, Oncoseca volus, Oncoseca volus, Oncoseca volus, Wuchereria brancrofti, Wuchereria brancrofti, Wuchereria brancrofti, Wuchereria brancrofti. Wuchereria brancrofti, Wuchereria brancrofti, Wuchereria brancrofti, Wuchereria brancrofti, Wuchereria brancrofti. And then number 8 is called your vinegar hills. What is it called? Vinegar hills. Vinegar hills. The first 7, all of them from number 1 to number 7 like this, they are parasitic. What are they? Parasitic. Only one is free living. Which one is the free living there? The vinegar hill is free living. Vinegar hill. Vinegar hills. Free living. Everybody wants to go. Wait, how do I even remember the first 7 of them? The acronym for all of them, right, is called ADIL. Like ADEAL. ADIL. Oh, you remember it for me. You know your normal ADIL. ADIL. Right? ADIL. Then O. ADILO. That's all. What is ADILO? Ascaris lumbricoids, Jancuculus medinensis, Enterobius vermicularis, Encyclostoma duodenale, lawo, Oncoseca volus, Wuchereria brancrofti, Oncoseca volus, Wuchereria brancrofti, Oncoseca volus, Wuchereria brancrofti. We are 1, 2, go. Everybody, let's go. Come on. Ascaris lumbricoid. Ascaris lumbricoid. Jancuculus medinensis. Jancuculus medinensis. Enterobius vermicularis. Enterobius vermicularis. Encyclostoma duodenale. Encyclostoma duodenale. Lawo. Oncoseca volus. Oncoseca volus. Wuchereria brancrofti. Wuchereria brancrofti. Come on. Wuchereria brancrofti. Wuchereria brancrofti. Ascaris lumbricoid. Ascaris lumbricoid. Jancuculus medinensis. Jancuculus medinensis. Enterobius vermicularis. Enterobius vermicularis. Enterobius vermicularis. Encyclostoma duodenale. Encyclostoma duodenale, lawo. Oncoseca volus, Wuchereria brancrofti, Wuchereria brancrofti, Wuchereria brancrofti, Wuchereria brancrofti. All of them are what? Parasitic. But your vinegar hills is what? Free living. If you get that very quickly with me, 1, 2, go. Give me all of them. I gave you the acronym. What is the acronym? The acronym is what? ADILO. What is ADILO? Ascaris lumbricoids, Jancuculus medinensis, Enterobius vermicularis, Encyclostoma duodenale, lawo, Oncoseca volus, Wuchereria brancrofti. You clap for yourself. If you get this very quickly with me, guess what? I'll see you in the next class. In that next class, we'll start looking at all of them from the beginning. As Phylum record, I'll tell you some basic things about them, give you their Jamb and Waec past questions. But for the now, peace out. Hope you've enjoyed this class. Guess what? To follow up for more classes, just download the LearnLift app, whether on Play Store or App Store, and then follow up your classes. You must do extremely well. I'll see you in class. Bye-bye.